Well, it's been a couple of years since you were at Tuscola as a student. What's it been like, going down to Oklahoma State, playing Power 5 football, getting your feet wet, and then putting yourself in a position now to, maybe see some field time?
It's been a great change. I think I've kind of adjusted pretty smoothly. The coaches and the staff made it a really easy transition to go from high school to college, and took us slow at first, and now we're really running with it and go to hopefully play some.
What's been the biggest adjustment you've had to make or the biggest thing you've learned, Hunter?
Um, I think I've learned how to play smarter football because in high school, to a certain extent, I was able to throw people around a bit, and I can't do that at this level. I have to learn to play a bit smarter and really understand what I'm doing to a deeper level.
What's the biggest gain you feel like you've made or the biggest area where you feel like you've improved at to get yourself in a position now to be in the two deep and see some time on the field?
Um, Really getting into the two deep, it was a matter of getting my weight up, keeping my strength levels and improving on it, and then really just understanding the offense and getting ready to go so that I can stay up with everybody else.
What's been your best moment so far down there? Whether a bowl trip or biggest win or biggest thing that you said, "Wow, this is pretty cool that I'm getting an opportunity to do this."
I'd say probably the coolest experience yet was beating Texas at home my freshman year. That was the first really big win I was a part of, and the fans rushed the field, and it was a really fun time. And that's when it kind of clicked, like, wow, I'm really here. I'm part of this, and it was a special moment.
Your family moves to Joplin, and so you haven't been around here that often in Central Illinois. But what do you remember most about your time at Tuscola, and what are some memories and things that stand out to you a couple years later?
Even years after the fact, I think about the state game all the time, just the fun memories surrounding it and getting there, and the playoff games throughout my high school career, but especially my senior year. I mean, they're all just special moments. And then track and field, I like to think back to, and was a really great experience for me.
Even moving around, living in Oklahoma, living in Missouri now, where your family's at, what are the things that, you cherish about Tuscola? Because do you still call that home, I would assume?
No, absolutely, I do. Uh, Anytime I'm home, obviously, I'm seeing my friends, I'm seeing my girlfriend, but I mean, just the feeling of driving through Tuscola and just all the memories kind of flood back when I'm home, and I'll always call it home no matter what.
What are you most excited about this season as, you head back? We hope that you get to head back, right, with the uncertainty that there is right now. But what are you most excited about getting back to your team and training camp?
I'm excited to hopefully be competing for the starting guard spot. Obviously, I've had my mind set on that for a while now, and I think I have a real chance to compete for this year. And I mean, the team as a whole is looking really good for this season, so we have a lot of expectations to live up to, and we're excited.
You mentioned that earlier about, in high school you could just kind of run over people in a sense because you were the biggest guy on the field. How tough is that, not only physically, but mentally too, to, go through a process and redshirt and not just have everything handed to you when you get to the college level?
I mean, it was a bit of a wake-up call my freshman year, especially in fall camp. I went up against some of our starters in drills and defensive line starters, that is. And, I mean, they're big guys, and it was definitely just a wake-up call for me to go against them. And then over time, even my first year, I started to be able to kind of roll with them, and every once in a while I'd get them, and they'd give me a whole lot. So it's just a bit of a wake-up call.
Sure, and it's a great way to put it because like you said, everyone's now the same size as you, if not bigger. Which
Yeah.
you've probably never had that in your life, right?
Nope.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. What have you guys been told about getting back to campus? Are you expecting to go back at a certain time, or are you just kind of living in this unknown with COVID right now?
It's been a bit unknown as of late, but yesterday the coaches reached out to us, and they're saying hopefully we'll be back in early June. Still just playing it by ear right now, and we're all staying encouraged and motivated to be working out and running here so that by the time we're back, we're in shape and ready to roll.
What have you been doing around the house, and have you had access to a gym or anything? How have you tried to stay in shape?
I've been running at our soccer field, and then I've been doing some body weight stuff, and then Southern Missouri is starting to open back up, so I went and got a gym membership last week.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Well, maybe not what you expected, but you know, you got to figure out how to stay in shape somehow, right? How
Yeah.
difficult has that been mentally, just this whole process of being away from your team and missing spring ball and, you know, the uncertainty of not knowing what may lay ahead?
I mean, as unfortunate as it is, missing spring ball and missing these workouts, like we just got to stay motivated to be working out so that when we do come back in June, we're ready to roll. And just talking with the guys in our group chats, I think we're all a bit anxious to get back and start working again.